Hey guys, Jazzy here and welcome to another video. If you are new here, my name is Jazzy and I create Sims 4 content, and if that is something you're interested in, check out my channel and subscribe below. But today, let's get into it. Let's just dive in. I'm rebuilding Oasis Springs. I want to rebuild all the world. I've been working super hard on everything, and in the past couple months I have done nothing but been moving and unpacking and just kind of getting settled. So I'm ready to get back into my channel and just kind of dive right in. I'm like excited. But I am rebuilding Oasis Springs, and the reason I started with Oasis Springs is because I feel like nobody ever rebuilds Oasis Springs. I have no idea why. Probably because the world is just not great in general. I don't actually know a lot about like the desert and stuff like that, and so this will be a challenge, but I'm really excited to get into it. But I want to start with Oasis Springs, and I'm excited because there's a lot of lots in Oasis Springs. There will be a few lots that are empty. I will not fill like all of these lots, but I will leave like 1 or 2 lots for you if you want to drop a family in or however you want to do this. Also, if you do not want to download the whole save file, I will be posting these on the gallery as we go. So Maggie and Ava Pate are the family that's going to be living here. They are already uploaded to the gallery. You can go ahead and download them, and so is the house. So you do not have to worry about waiting for the save file to come out, especially if your computer can't run it. I totally understand. And I'm using a lot of packs, and this is not like pack limited. I think I have all the expansion packs, a few game packs. I do know that I do not have a lot of the stuff packs or the kits. I have a lot of the build kits that have recently just came out, so like the clutter kits and stuff like that, but I'm not sure. I'll try to keep making sure I use like I'm putting the packs used in the description below, so you know like what is what basically. In this house I've used a lot of like jungle adventure, movie hangout, and eco lifestyle, I'm pretty sure. So that is what's kind of mainly being used in this house because that's just the vibe I was kind of going for. And the house deets are, it is a 30 by 20 lot, and the lot value is 55,000 simoleons. So this is Pebble Lane in Oasis Springs. It's the same neighborhood Johnny Zest is in, and I think it's a great neighborhood to start in. I want this to be like a very family oriented neighborhood, and I think it's going to be more of like for families who like people who are just starting families, not really families who already have like a bunch of kids maybe. And for Ava and Maggie, they just now moved to Oasis Springs and they're ready. They met in San Myshuno and they just fell in love with each other. They kind of knew that they wanted to be with each other. They found out that they are from the same town, and they've moved back because they're ready. They're ready to start their little life together. And I love it so much. But their house is kind of inspired by maybe like a cottage, like a Spanish cottage, I guess you would say. I was looking at a 1920s Spanish revivalist, maybe? Is that what it's called? I can't remember, but my inspo picture was like 1920s Spanish revival, colonial, something around in that area, and I'm in love with it. I was so scared about starting in Oasis Springs because I felt like I did not know enough about like desert homes. And I've noticed that a lot of the desert homes are like the same kind of homes that you see in Florida, and I used to live in Florida, so I think that it'll be a lot easier now because I've seen a lot of the like, I guess you would say like the concrete looking houses, and in awe the way this house turned out. I think it's so cute. It has a little courtyard in the front, which it does not have a back garden. There is room for a back garden, but I did not add one because I felt like they had a lot of entertaining room in the front, but you could add maybe like a small area if you wanted to. This house has 2 bedrooms and 2 baths, and it has a pretty good sized kitchen, I would say, but I'll try to get into that once I get into the house about everything. It does have a nursery because I just would really love for them to think about having kids. They are engaged, they're not married yet, so I mean, just do whatever you want. It doesn't bother me when you download this. I just really want everybody to play with how they normally play a game. Like, if you decide that they don't want to have kids and you tear down the nursery, make it an office, that's totally fine with me. I do not care, but I would love to see how you guys play with them in your saves. So if you don't care, just go ahead and tag me on Twitter because I just would love to see it. But getting into the family, the deets on the family. So Ava and Maggie met in San Myshuno, as I already said, and Ava is right now trying to, I feel like she probably finished college and now she's going into being a civil designer. I feel like she's very technical. She's probably good with numbers and she may even want to be an engineer. But I just gave her the civil designer career because I just felt like it fit like who she was. Maybe I feel like she's really into making like walkable cities and stuff like that, so I felt like that was just kind of the vibe I was getting from Ava. Maggie, on the other hand, she's really like, I feel like she's low and like really down to earth. She's definitely a girl's girl. I feel like she is like down to earth and kind of like calm, but she gets really excited about literally everything, and I love that. So that's kind of how I wanted her to be. And her aspiration is Zen Master, if I'm not mistaken. It may be something different, but I think it is Zen Master. And I feel like she's really into wellness. She is a sim influencer, and I feel like she'll probably do like yoga and stuff like that. That'll probably be what she will be influencing in my game. Whatever she influences in your game is just as good if she is still a sim influencer. But I think that's it. And they have a cute little dog. Her name is Lola, and she is a border collie. So she's super cute and super fun, and I just love the way everything turned out. I don't think I gave Lola a bed. I might have gave Lola a bed, but I literally can't remember if I did or not, so you may have to go in and add her one. But we are in the kitchen, and I'm obsessed with this kitchen. You see, it'll literally change like in an instant because I cut so much out. At first, I was going for like very neutral. Maybe this is how they moved in and they just haven't got to basically make it their own yet. And then I was like, nope, I'm literally over this. I want a different color kitchen. I do not like anything about it. It's just not giving homey to me. So I literally kind of just changed the wallpaper. I changed the flooring. I just felt like the house was too cool tones and I wanted warmer tones because I felt like that made a lot more sense, especially with Maggie. I feel like she's just, I feel like she's just a warm person in general, and I feel like she would want to have a house that was just as warm. So when I change it, it just looks so much better to me after everything's like very warm inside. It looks so good. Everything is colorful. There's gonna be a lot of like aqua blues and teals and stuff like that. I did not really show me putting the clutter in because it just felt very like tedious, I felt like, so I did not show me like cluttering everything up. But if that is something you want to see, feel free to comment, and if enough people want it, then your girl, she'll do a whole video of nothing but cluttering. Anyway, I love what I did with the oven. This is something that I fell in love with. I think Selena Gomez has this in her house, to where um her oven and stuff is kind of just in like this little opening, kind of like built into the wall, and I'm obsessed with it. Anybody who knows me knows that I love Selena Gomez, so it could just be ugly, but if Selena Gomez has it, then I can't, like, it doesn't make any sense how Selena Gomez would have something ugly in her house, you know? So I love the way I've been wanting to put this in a build for so long. So I'm so happy that I put it in this build, and it'll probably be in a lot more to come. But I thought it just made this whole house feel a lot more homier, like it was built a little, like it's an older build that had been updated. So I really like the way the oven came out, and it is functional. You can use the oven. It just bumps out just a tad, and that doesn't really bother me that much because ovens usually bump out a little bit, so I felt like it was fine. I wanted to add like a whole bunch of plants, but I didn't want it to be like overly planty because I feel like a lot of work as you are in the desert, and you gotta be watering these plants probably like, because it's probably really hot. I'm not sure. I do not live anywhere near a desert, but I do live in somewhere where it is very hot, but there's no deserts here. And I felt like everything is not very cluttered and it's not very personal, other than the whole kind of like concept of the whole house. So I think the only thing that's really like cluttered up would be Ava's desk, and I put it over in the living area, so she does not have her own office. But like I said, if you do not like the thought of them like having kids, then you could definitely move it into the nursery room, and then they can have their own office and stuff. As you can see, I use a lot of Movie Hangout, like a lot of Movie Hangout. If you don't have Movie Hangout, I don't think a lot of stuff is going to show up because I use a lot of it. And I think the curtains in the living room are from high school years, and then I used some things from I don't remember what it was. It's like a patio courtyard oasis. I use that a lot. I use high school years, growing together, and I think that's about it. I think those are like the main packs that I used, and especially Jungle Adventure. I used a lot of Jungle Adventure and maybe some Snowy Escape. I can't remember. I used both of the clutter kits, so like the clutter kit and then the bathroom clutter kit. I used both of those, and I think that's it. I think I covered about what majority of stuff that I used. And they do have a dog, so you'll need cats and dogs for that. And this rug, I love this rug. I can't comprehend why it's in the cats and dogs pack. Like the jute looking woven rug that is in the living area right now. I don't really know why that came in the cats and dogs pack, because it doesn't match anything that was in the cats and dogs pack, if that makes sense. So I really don't understand kind of like why it's there. But I love these rugs. I'm absolutely obsessed with them. I'm glad that I finally got to use them in a build. So I'm very excited. I wanted to put a lot of plants in this area, but I just couldn't find any that I actually enjoyed. And I finally got the plant kit, or the plant stuff pack. I can't remember what it was, but I finally got it. So I put like that little like plant holder thing in the back. I thought it looked so cute. I was very excited to hold it, and I was very excited to use it. And you're just gonna have to overlook me speaking. I've done this voiceover like 700 times. Forget how hard it was for me to just kind of talk, especially since I have ADHD. Me trying to stay focused is just, it's harder. It's hard work. You know, me trying to stay focused, it's very hard work for some reason. Anyway, I just really like the way it turned out. Oh, I do use a lot of the nifty knitting, so I also finally got the nifty knitting in the months that I kind of was absent, so I'm excited. I use the nifty knitting cactus, like that little cactus that's in the front. It's actually knitted, and then the little hoops with like the embroidered on the wall right now above the little mail holder, it is also from the nifty knitting kit, and I just love it. I'm so excited to play with it. I actually haven't kind of dived into any gameplay of the new packs I got, because I also got Get Famous, and I got another one, I can't remember what it was. Oh, and Spade. I have not played with those packs yet, but I am excited to kind of mess around with it, because there are a lot of people getting into The Sims now, and I feel like when I'm looking for reviews on what packs to get, they're very outdated, and so I feel like if anybody's listening out there and they need a reason to start a YouTube channel, this is one reason to start it. You need to review the packs again every couple of months, I feel like, because it's like so many, maybe not couple months, maybe like every other year, to do like a review, because there's so many people who start playing The Sims, and I think all together, like if you buy all the Sims packs like together, I think it's like $800. So that is a lot of money, and so I've been slowly buying them like over time, and I feel like I just don't know which ones that I like wanted to get and what was worth the money and what wasn't worth the money. I almost do not have any kits in my game. There are a few stuff packs I want, and there are a few kits that I do want, but I just, they keep coming out with so much. I feel like I'm falling behind. I don't know what I should have in my game and what I shouldn't have in my game, what people usually, like the majority of people use, and what the majority of people don't use. So it's just very weird. I do know I do more building than I do gameplay, so if I do get something, it's because I think that the build items outweigh the gameplay. Like I was so excited for spa day because I really wanted to build like a spa slash gym area for my Sims, and I feel like you can't have a spa, or I can't use like the yoga mat, stuff like that, and just not like I don't know, I just feel like with Spa Day, when I bought it, the build items kind of outweighed like the gameplay. And so when I was thinking about like, oh, I want my Sims to do yoga and stuff like that, but I don't think I would, but I do know that I liked all of the build items that came with it, so I was like, I'll just get it anyway. And I know that not everybody has the luxury to buy so many of the Sims 4 packs, and I know that it's like frustrating, because before I started buying a whole bunch of Sims packs, I relied on mostly custom content. And for console players, they don't even get that luxury to rely on custom content, because they can't get custom content. So I know it is very much a privilege for me to be able to buy these packs when I decide to buy them, but I do buy them in moderation, because like I said, all of them together, I think it's like $800, and nobody has time to be spending their hard-earned money on Sims content. So I know this seems like a first world problem, but I just I know how frustrating it can be. But getting back into the build, because I just get off point again, getting back into the build, this bathroom, I don't know what it is in me with like these kind of like built-ins and whatnot. I did actually not playtest the shower. I'm really hoping they can step into the shower. I only bumped it up like a step, so I feel like they should be able to, because if I'm not mistaken, they can like any other time. But I think it is so cute how they have like a little walk-in. I wanted to add some plants, but I didn't, because I was trying really hard not to clutter everything in this house up, because I wanted to so bad. But since it's part of a save file, I felt like it made sense if I just kind of kept the clutter to a minimum, and then whoever downloads it for their game can do whatever. They can clutter whatever up if they wanted to. That was totally up to them. And so I will say the nursery is probably the most cluttered space in the house, just because I thought it was just so cute. I wanted to add so many items. I think this is the first time I've put a nursery up on the channel, so I really wanted it to be like, I really wanted it to give a different vibe. So I'm really happy with the way it turned out. It is very gender neutral in my opinion. Like, I feel like it would be for a girl or a boy, but I guess that's kind of up to you. The room is like mostly green, and so it would be something that was up to you. But the master bedroom or the primary bedroom, it doesn't have that much clutter in it either. I wish I would have put some more things in it because it just felt really bare in my opinion, but I felt like maybe not, because like I said, I just didn't want to clutter anything up. I wanted to make sure that it was gonna work in anybody's game with anybody's kind of like no matter how good your PC is or it isn't. I really just wanted to make sure that it worked out. And so I used the bed and rug from Growing Together, and I think it is literally so adorable. If I could recreate this for my house right now, I would, because I just love the way it turned out. I think it is just so cute. I love the pink and the greens. I feel like it definitely says Maggie. Like, I feel like this is a room that like Maggie picked out the majority of this room. There's like no doubt about it in my head. And then the master bathroom is just like totally like super chill. It does not have that much clutter or like as much. I feel like it doesn't look as good as the primary, not the primary bathroom, the guest bathroom, but I don't even remember if it's in this video or not. It may be in the video, I can't remember. But moving on to the nursery, I love it. I'm just pulling stuff out right now, and you may be thinking like, none of this probably goes together, like matches the rest of the house, and it may not match the rest of the house, but I thought it was so cute. I literally did not care if it matched the rest of the house or not. I tried to keep like a very like light wood kind of look, and I did like some greens, which I thought were so cute. I just love it, love it, love it. I use the curtains from Get Together, the rocking chair from Get Together. I don't know if the little shelf with the books or not behind the chair is from not Get Together, from Growing Together. I don't know if the little shelf with the books behind the screen, I mean the chair, oh my gosh, I'm getting scattered, is from Growing Together or not. I think most of it is base game besides the curtains. I could be wrong. Like this shelf, I'm trying to like squint on the screen and see if this shelf's from Get Together or not, but I can't remember. Growing Together. But I think it'll be okay if you don't have Growing Together. There are a lot of base game things I think you can substitute it with, so it should be fine. And this little sloth decal of like the sloth in the tree, I love it. I think it is so cute. This is the lamp from the Book Nook kit, which I also love the Book Nook kit. I wanted to use it so bad in this build. I have not got to put it in the build yet, so I'm kind of upset, but maybe the next couple builds it'll be in there. I'm not sure yet. I don't know what build I'm planning on building after this video, but I think the nursery just turned out so adorable. I think like 3 rugs on the floor to give it kind of like that scattered rug look. I think it turned out so good. I'm obsessed with it. If I have kids in the next year, I'm showing them this. Like, I'm gonna hire an interior designer and be like, look, this is exactly what I want. I built this in The Sims. This is what I want. I want this nursery, because I just love it. Isn't it like literally so adorable? I'm like obsessed with it. I just love it so much. But now we are moving outside to the back patio, which it is, I just love this. I wish I had this area, like this space. Like, I just feel like it's so good. I feel like it's good for entertaining. You invite the girls over for brunch, you know, y'all can sit outside. She can do some yoga outside, you know, they can sit with the puppy outside. I think it's just so adorable, and I'm just in love with it. Honestly, I'm just so in love with it. Anyway, I'm just really in love with this, but after this I'm gonna go straight into the screenshots. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you have a good one. I hope you're excited for this as just as much as I am, but thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, comment below. I always love some feedback, especially with me doing these voiceovers. I desperately need feedback. Or if you just like my scatteredness, you know, that's cool too. But thank you so much for watching, and bye!